Hi students, welcome to my channel Solutions to You. In this video, let us see the remaining questions of plus 2 physics 1 mark. Question number 8. The question is, rank the electrostatic potential energies for the given system of charges in increasing order. So here, four systems are given. We have to rank the electrostatic potential energy. So this one is the first system. This one is the first system, second, third and fourth one. So we have to rank it. So what is electrostatic potential energy? Electrostatic potential energy is proportional to the product of charges Q1 to Q2 by R. So we have to find the electrostatic potential energy for each of the system and then we can rank it. So what we'll do is the first system. For the first system, U is equal to Q into minus Q by the distance is R. So this is equal to minus Q square by R. For the second system, U is minus into minus, it will become plus Q square by R. For the third, what will be proportional to minus into minus again plus 2Q square by R. Again the fourth one, U is proportional to here minus, it is minus 2Q square by 2R. Here again it is, the distance is 2R. So 2 can cancel, it is minus Q square by R. Now we have to compare the electrostatic. We'll start from the least one. See, these two are minus 4 and 1. So and are equal. So 1 is equal to 4 and the next least one is this second one is less than 2 and less than 3. 3 is the highest one. So the answer is 1 is equal to 4, less than 2, less than 3. So the first one is the correct answer. Let us go to the next question. Question number 9. An electric field E is equal to 10xI exists in a certain region of space. Then the potential difference V, that is equal to V0 minus VA, where V0 is the potential at the origin and VA is the potential at x equal to 2 meter is. So we have to find the potential difference, that is V is equal to V0 minus VA, that is the question. This is at the potential at the origin, so x equal to 0 and this is potential at 2 meter. 2 meter we have to find. So the equation we have to use is, formula is dV is equal to minus E dx. So integrating it from d0 to dA, dV is equal to, for E you have to put the value of E is given as 10xi. So minus 10x dx. So this is from 0 to 2. So here VA minus, substituting the elements. Here when you are integrating, what will you get? Minus 10 becomes a constant. So x square by 2. The limit is from 0 to 2. Now you substitute the limit and find out minus 10 into 4 by 2 minus 0. So it will be minus 20 joules. This will be in joules. So but it is, the answer is minus 20 joules. But VA minus, this question has to be, this is VA should be VA minus V0 is minus 20 joules. Let us go to the next question. Question number 10. A thin conducting spherical shell of radius r has a charge q which is uniformly distributed on its surface. The correct plot for electrostatic potential due to this spherical shell is, here see, four graphs are given. It is electrostatic potential versus the radius. So you have to find which one is the correct graph. Let me draw a spherical shell. So let this be a conducting spherical shell. So we will consider either some positive charges will be there in the inside of the shell. Yes, it is a conducting spherical shell. So we have to find the graph of the potential, electrostatic potential versus distance. So how it will be? So from the center, if we draw a plotter thing. So generally, the center of the sphere, the electric field is 0. But potential is not 0. The potential at any point inside the shell is equal to the potential on the surface of the shell. So potential is constant from the center to the surface. That value is given by V is equal to Q into 4 pi epsilon naught into R. So it is a constant. The potential is constant. Let us take the radius of the sphere to be R. Radius of this sphere as R. So up to this distance, up to this mark, this is radius. The potential remains constant. And from then onwards, it will start to decrease. From the surface, the potential starts to decrease. So this value V is equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught R. Here also R comes in the bottom value. It is not in the top, sorry. This R is there in the 4 pi. It is Q by 4 pi epsilon naught R. And here it is Q by 4 pi epsilon naught R, the distance after the surface. Okay, so as the distance increases, the potential goes on decreasing and it tends to become 0 at infinity. This potential tends to become 0 at infinity. Now you can easily find out which of this graph is the correct one. So this is the correct one. Let us go to the next question. Question number 11. 2 points A and B are maintained at a potential of 7 volt and minus 4 volt respectively. The work done in moving 50 electrons from A to B is. So we have to find the work done in moving 50 electrons from A to B. So see here, these are the 2 points A and B. A is at 7 volts and B is at minus 4 volts. So we have to move 50 electrons from A to B. 50 electrons from A to, we have to move from A to B. The formula for work done is equal to Q into dV. Equal to Q into dV. That is equal to Q into VB minus VA. We have to move from A to B. So what is Q? Here the number of electrons is given, that is 50. So Q is equal to N into E. So number of electrons is 50 and the charge on each electron is minus 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. We have to substitute this value here. So it is 50 into minus 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 into minus 4 minus 7. So it comes to 50 into minus 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 into again it comes to minus 11. So the answer will be 880. Minus and minus becomes plus. 880 into 10 power minus 19. This we can write it as 8.8 into 10 power minus 17 joules. So the correct option is A. So go to the next question, 12th question. If voltage applied on a capacitor is increased from V to 2V, choose the correct conclusion. See, in this question, the voltage applied on a capacitor is increased from V to 2V. So what is given as the voltage is increased from V to 2V. Choose the correct conclusion. So the voltage across a capacitor is given by the formula. It is V is equal to Q by C. So the first option given here is Q remains the same and C is double. So what will happen? You are keeping Q as same, and when you are doubling C, see just like this, what will happen? Q is same and we are doubling C. V will also become half of it. So this will not become 2V. So this cannot be correct. Next option is Q is double. See again here 2Q becomes 2Q and C also doubled. So again the value will become V. So here also again V is not increased from V to 2V. So this cannot be the answer. And the third one, C remains same and Q double. In this case, only Q is double and C remains same. So voltage will also be double. So this is a correct option. And the fourth option, both Q and C remain same. So what will happen? Q and C remain same means voltage also remains same. So this is the wrong option. So the answer is C. Now we'll go to the next question. Question number 13. A parallel plate capacitor stores a charge Q at a voltage V. Suppose the area of the parallel plate capacitor and the distance between the plates are each double, then which is the quantity that will change? Capacitance, charge, voltage or energy density. So in general, what is this capacitance? Capacitance is given by Q by V. See, for a reference I have given a picture of a parallel plate capacitor. Here this is the distance between the parallel plates. This D is the distance between the plate and A is the area. In the question it is given both the distance between the plates and the area is double. So D becomes 2D and area becomes 2A. So we have to find what will be the effect of this change in these quantities. Okay. So C is equal to Q by V. Again for a parallel plate capacitor, C can be given as epsilon naught A by D. So here area is changed. Area is doubled into 2A it will become, and the distance is also double. So the change both will get cancelled and again there is no change in the capacitance. It will become C. So there won't be any change in the capacitance. So when there is no change in the capacitance, the charge will also remain same. There will not be any change in the charge. Again in the voltage also there won't be any change. And energy density, what will happen to the energy density? Energy density sigma is given by Q by A. Okay, there is no change in charge but the area is double. So when area is double, this area is double, what will happen? This will become half of, again this will become, area is here, it is double. So this will also become half of it. So there will be change in the energy density. The correct answer is energy density. We will go to the next question. Question number 14. Three capacitors are connected in triangle as shown in the figure. See, three capacitors 1, 2, 3. They are connected in a triangle. The equivalent capacitance between the points A and C is. So we have to find the equivalent capacitance between the points A and C. See, there are three capacitors connected. So let us take this one as C1 and C2 and C3. Now we have to find the equivalent capacitance between the points A and C. So first C1, you can see from the diagram, C1 and C2 are connected in series. C1, C2 in series. So 1 by C, the equivalent resistance equal to of these two. The equivalent resistance of these two is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2. That is equal to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, that is equal to 1. So here the series, the equivalent resistance is equal to 1. Now you can see the C3 and the equivalent of these two. These two equivalent is C equivalent. So C3 and C equivalent are parallel. So for parallel one, the C equivalent can be found by adding both the terms. C equivalent 1 you can have it as, and you can C3 plus C equivalent, that is equal to C3 is 1 farad and this is 1. So the answer is 2 microfarad. So the answer here is B, 2 microfarad. So now let us see the next question. Question number 15. Two metallic spheres of radii 1 cm and 3 cm are given charges of -1 into 10 power minus 2 coulomb and 5 into 10 power minus 2 coulomb respectively. If these are connected by a conducting wire, the final charge on the bigger sphere is. So there are two metallic spheres, one of radii 1 cm, it's a smaller one, and the other one is of radius 3 cm. So this is 1 and this is 1 and this is 2, and they are connected by a conducting wire. So this radius you take it as R1 is equal to 1 cm, R2 is equal to 3 cm, and the there of charges initially it has charge Q1 is equal to -1 into 10 power minus 2 coulomb, and here Q2 is equal to 5 into 10 power minus 2 coulomb. So the new charge, the final charge will be after connected by a conducting wire. The final charge in the smaller sphere is Q1 dash. Let us take it as Q1 dash and this as Q2 dash. So first let us find the total charge. Q total is equal to Q1 plus Q2. That is equal to -1 into 10 power minus 2 coulomb plus 5 into 10 power minus 2 coulomb. So it comes to 4 into 10 power minus 2 coulomb. As these two spheres are connected by a conducting wire, so the voltage will be same. Here V1 is equal to V2. These two voltage are same. So you can write K into Q1. This is the final charge. Q1 dash by R1 is equal to K into Q2 dash by R2. So Q1 dash by Q2 dash is equal to R1 by R2. So that is in the ratio. The charges are there or proportional to the radius. So Q1 dash is to Q2 dash is equal to 1 is to 3. We have to find the final charge on the bigger square, that is Q2 dash we have to find. So Q2 dash equal to 3 by 4 of the total one. This is 2 into total. 4 into 10 power minus 2 coulombs. So it is 3 into 10 power minus 2 coulomb. So the correct option is A, 3 into 10 power minus 2 coulomb. So till now we have seen all the book back 1 mark in electrostatics unit. In the next video, let me try to solve some problems in the same chapter, electrostatics. Okay students, if you like my video, do share, like and subscribe. Thank you students. Bye.